Okay, welcome back to my... No. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. Sometimes I get confused. You know, when you do these intros like 1,000 times. Actually, man, I don't know what my total video count is. Across both channels. All of the videos that I've uploaded, all the videos that I've hidden. It's certainly in the thousands. Maybe it's in the 10,000s now. I don't know. It's been a lot, and there's going to be a lot more, so don't fret. But yes, this is Hanging with Mangg, and we're playing a little bit of Dead Cells. Specifically because I saw they announced this new, like, Castlevania DLC that could be pretty fun. And I had played Dead Cells in the past, like right when it came out. But I don't know, I always struggle to really get... I've never beaten it or anything like that, and I just really struggle to really get invested into it. I don't know. I think it's just generally my problem with roguelites. I think it's just the fact of... I don't know. Like, you have like a good run going. I mean, that's kind of why I like roguelikes, is because you could win on your very first attempt, right? I mean, there's no difference gameplay-wise from your first attempt to your 100th attempt. The only difference is you. The only difference is you as a player. Whereas with a roguelite, you know, the difference is that largely, I mean, yes, you as a player, I'm sure a super experienced Dead Cell player could probably start up a fresh save or whatever it is and play through the whole game on their first attempt. But so much of the game is not available to you at the start. And I don't know, so like all these like really beloved recent roguelites that I just can't get into. I mean, everybody just raved about fucking Hades, and I just didn't really... I wasn't enamored. I mean, I thought it was fine, but yeah, I don't know, I didn't beat it. But I'll gladly put, you know, tens and hundreds of hours into Cataclysm, which most people wouldn't give a second look. So I don't know, it's just... And I would say maybe it's the actual gameplay itself, this sort of like plaction, like platforming action stuff. But I really love Hollow Knight, so I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, speaking of games and this channel, this week we had some more Gloomhaven. Plenty of Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is by far what I've been playing the most these last few weeks. played Gloomhaven pretty much every day for at least a few hours for the last 3 weeks in some form, between doing my Gloomhaven Let's Play, between playing Gloomhaven with Lego on Two Brothers Play, between Gloomhaven with some friends on the digital, between Frosthaven with my mom physical, and also now doing a Let's Play of Gloomhaven the Crimson Scales on Tabletop Simulator. It's been a lot of Gloomhaven, and yeah, I've just really been enjoying it. As far as like tactical strategy games go, it's really solid. So I'm like around-ish halfway through the Crimson Scales, and I've been recording most of that, so I would say most likely I will upload that at some point. I think that'll be probably even less appealing to people than the Gloomhaven digital Let's Play, but yeah, it's gonna happen because I've been enjoying it. What else? Also, I've been uploading... Don't tell me. Oh, Dead Space. Yeah, Dead Space, the remake. And I don't know where we're at with that. I think we're getting somewhat close to halfway, I think. So that'll continue. So yeah, this next week is definitely just more Dead Space, more Gloomhaven. And on Two Brothers Play, we did Gloomhaven. From the sound of it, the next Two Brothers Play is going to be more Gloomhaven because we're both enjoying it. That could change if I develop another new addiction before next Saturday. It can always change. But I should mention, you know, if you didn't watch the stream last night, you might not care, but Lego and I redid the Two Brothers setup a bit, mostly on our end rather than anything that's gonna appear on camera. But we've made it a much more permanent fixture of my home. Rather, before it was just like, okay, let's set this up quick because I moved in. But yeah, now it's all good. And I think he was talking about the Ethernet cables, because every Saturday we just like run some Ethernet cables just to the computers and then we take it back down. And he was like, well, we could get like some Wi-Fi 6E dongles. And I'm like, I don't really want to spend money for one night a week. And he's like, well, have you thought about doing it more than once a week? And I'm like, There's various reasons that I'm not crazy about that. Primarily, my reasoning was whenever I do a Two Brothers Play stream, I don't upload a video that night because I figure, okay, that's enough content. People will be happy with just this. But I imagine there are plenty of people that do not watch our 4-hour VODs and would rather just have another Dead Space video. So, and I was like, I don't know, 4 hours twice a week, and you know, every Saturday night we order like wings or pizza or Taco Bell, you know, something like that. I really don't want to do that twice a week, so I was like, I don't know. But today I was like, well, you know, if we did it on like a Wednesday, like 7 o'clock or so. And, you know, post dinner, and we did it for like 2 hours or so, something like that, then maybe I could see. And maybe I could see doing a second stream. And in that case, I would still... I'd still upload a video that night. So I wouldn't nix another night of uploading, because we don't have that many nights a week to upload, and I have a lot of videos that need to be uploaded. But his rationale was, you know, we play games on the stream that we both enjoy, because that's how we don't force games onto one another. And, you know, we both enjoy the stream, so, you know, why wouldn't we just do it more than once a week? I think his logic is that I don't think he does a lot of solo gaming. I think he just likes gaming with other people involved. That's why he plays, like, MMOs. But he's, you know, he doesn't necessarily want to play Guild Wars 2 every day, except for 1 day a week. Whereas I, you know, have no issues with solo gaming, and I do it all day, every day, so it doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me. But yeah, I thought you may be interested to know we might be doing 2 Hanging with Manggs a week. Not Hanging with Manggs. Fucking hell. Can't even think today. Two Brothers Play a week, with one of them being a bit shorter. I mean, streamers, they stream a lot. They stream like 5, 6, 7 days a week. So I don't think it's outrageous. And then Lego's wife, who is becoming a bit more well-known on TikTok for doing like ASMR streams, she wondered why we don't stream on TikTok. I don't know. It doesn't really seem... I don't know. It doesn't really seem like our audience. And I never advertise this channel like at all, because I don't really care that much. Well, for my uploads, I don't really care. I mean, there's so many videos on my hard drive that I never plan to upload, just because, you know, the fun part was recording them. For streaming, though, it is a little bit different. Part of the appeal of streaming is having an audience, and I understand that. I mean, it would be nicer on occasion to have an audience to chat with and things like that. You know, not much, but if we had a regular group of like 8 people even, that would probably be pretty cool. But I don't want to go to TikTok just to find those 8 people. So I don't know. That's just the way it is. I did buy Hogwarts Legacy. I talked about this on the stream last night. It does not run on my computer. It crashes every time it tries to load. And I'm not currently like in desperate need to play it. So it is what it is. Walker. Fucking hell. Are you shitting me? Oh my god. This game is so brutal sometimes. Yeah, so Hogwarts Legacy is just, I don't know, it's having troubles. It's getting good reviews, but it's having troubles. And I bought even dumber on my part. I bought that game Hi-Fi Rush that everyone's raving about as well, that just like came out of nowhere. And I bought it because it's like, okay, it looks colorful and it's got really good reviews and it's like an action game. And then I played it for like 45 minutes and I'm like, oh shit. It's one of those action games like Devil May Cry where you have to be like really on point with your combos and shit, and they grade you after every fight. I fucking hate that. If anyone can name one game that I enjoyed where they graded you after a fight, that's really like probably my most despised mechanic. I don't want to be graded. I don't want to see a fucking C on my screen to remind me of my failures after every battle. I don't find enjoyment in that, so stop it. It's also like a really rhythm-based game, and I have no rhythm, so that's a problem. I don't think you have to have rhythm to like beat it, or perhaps even enjoy it, but I think you probably have to have some rhythm in order to get like A's after each fight, and since that's never gonna happen, it's just gonna only piss me off. So I don't know. I might refund it. Actually, did I put more than 2 hours in? Sometimes you just leave it running because I don't think. Oh my God. Remember when I said 45 minutes? I didn't even get that far. I played for 26 minutes. Yeah, that might be a refund right there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the game. I mean, it seemed like really cool. and like well put together, and I can see why people would be raving about it, but no, not for me, dog. So yeah, there's that. I feel like I've already racked up more than 26 minutes on Hogwarts Legacy just trying to get it to load. No, not quite. It's only been 12 minutes. But that's probably like 20 attempts. So that's good. I also bought a game called Symphony of War. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Symphony of War. Which is essentially like an old school Fire Emblem kind of game. It's Fire Emblem. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. But obviously in a very old school way. It's made, I believe, with RPG Maker, and that kind of shows. Sometimes it looks really good, and then other times it's like, oh yeah, I forgot this was an RPG Maker game. But yeah, I'm really tempted to do a series Let's Play on the Fire Emblem series. Like starting with the first Fire Emblem game, like the Shadow Dragon or whatever it's called. I don't think it'll be particularly pleasant, the first one, but it'll be interesting. And we would, of course, use the shit out of save states. And I don't know if we'd go through the whole series. Like, I still don't know how interested I am in, like, Three Houses and all its waifu bullshit. But certainly, like, all the Super Famicom era and stuff like that would be interesting to do. I guess we'll see. So there was a Nintendo Direct this week where we finally got a release date for Tears of the Kingdom. So that'll be a fun May. Of course, I'm going to do a Let's Play of that. So we have to do all Zelda games. And probably the other most interesting thing of that Direct to me was the remastered Baton Kaitos. Baton Kaitos, and then I guess the other one is like a prequel that they had. I've never played either of them, but I have heard of them. I believe Baton Kaitos is like one of the longest speed runs that they have, if I'm remembering correctly. Ooh, Firebrand. Oh god, it's the torch. All right, hold on, let me look. Yeah. 100% speed run. $337 hours is the record. Sixth play is 391 hours. Yeah. There's apparently another game called Spider Rite of the Shrouded Moon that takes 528 hours to 100%. But apparently that's only like 4 hours of gameplay. So you just have to like leave it running. Yeah. So Batten Kaitos is all gameplay for 340 hours to 100%. That's insane. That's where I first heard about this game. That was a few years ago when I heard about that. So that is extremely nuts. But looking at the footage they showed and like hearing about the game, it actually sounds pretty cool. I don't know if it's a Let's Play thing, because I don't know. I mean, I guess like the no major glitches run is 11 hours. The glitchless run is 13 hours. So I imagine it's kind of normally just a standard sort of RPG in length. I would guess. I guess I could check how long to beat, but that's usually the best way. Yeah, 52 hours for main story. So yeah, maybe. I don't know, but it looked interesting. It sounds interesting, so I was excited to see that. My Chinese food actually arrived, so I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. I didn't even talk about the exploring series. Obviously, I uploaded the part 1 of the new 001 SCP, Mangg and Karar. Overall feedback on that seems pretty good. And I worked on part 2. That ended up being a little shorter, at like 47 minutes or something like that, just because that was the best spot for a cliffhanger. Yeah, it may extend out to 5 parts. I don't really want to do that, but it might. It's just a matter of like how much work I can get done in a week and where the good cliffhanger points are, and you know, things like that. We'll see. Yeah, you know, it's pretty much business as usual. So same old, same old. That's probably all there is to talk about. There's of course going to be some more best games of all time. If you didn't watch the Star Control 2 video, you should definitely check that out. That was one of like the biggest surprises of doing the whole list, was playing Star Control 2. Really fascinating, interesting, cool game. That probably deserves like a really nice modern remake. But yeah, really cool stuff. I'd recommend. I mean, I played it for an hour and a half, which most of these videos are like 20 minutes long. So yeah, but we've got some definitely cool ones coming up in the best games list. Wolfenstein 3D, that's a very important one. Day of the Tentacle, Gunstar Heroes, that was another big surprise I'd never played before. We got Myst. I mean, that was a I had never played it before, and I can see why. Yeah, Phantasy Star 4, I actually put a bunch of time into playing that game on my own before I made the video. Syndicate was interesting. Oh, and then, yeah, XCOM UFO Defense. Pretty interesting stuff. Anyways, though, I digress. So I'm going to go eat my Chinese food. You can look forward to some more Gloomhaven and Dead Space Remake this week. along with the second part of Mangg and Karar over on the Exploring series. But for now, my name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg. I'll see you fine folks next week.